Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do a draw with me today, and it's going to be metallic geometric art based. I'm going to be using that Scrawlrbox that I unboxed in a previous video. It had Derwent metallic pencils in it, and it was focused around geometric art. And here's a little preview of what was in that box. If you want to see the full unboxing, please watch the video that I have linked down below, and I will try to link it in the card above as well. I unboxed this with about 5 other Scrawlrboxes, and in that one you can see the full unboxing of everything that was in the box. I'm quickly going to do some swatching of the pencils just to get a feel for how they work on this black paper, what the pressure needed is, and the laydown. On the screen you will see my Patreon members, and I want to say thank you guys for being members over there, free or paid. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. You help make this all possible to keep recording and making these videos. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, I will have that also linked down below, so you can check it out and join us over there. You can see the Derwent pencils laid down a really nice layer of metallic pencil lead on the paper, and they show up really well. They fill the tooth of the grain of the paper really nicely. The Faber-Castell pens also worked really well on this paper. They filled the tooth very nicely. They also give a really nice shine and a really nice contrast. So this was a really great pairing of pencils and those pens. And I really love that copper ruler. I'm still so in awe by it. I love it. I can't wait to see what happens to it as I keep using it, and if it actually will patina or if it'll just stay this nice copper color. I'm kind of hoping it patinas a little bit and gets a little bit of an aged look to it. I am just trying to fill a box and using some colors to blend them together, see how that all looks together, and I was using that image that I found on, I think it was Pexels or Unsplash. I will link that also down below. Thought it was really fun to see if I could layer the colors and how much this tooth of paper, how much the tooth of the paper will take, and it seemed to work out pretty well. I also used those Faber-Castell pens over the colored pencil. That also worked out fine. I don't think it was really clogging up the nib of the pens that much. Maybe it will, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I just wanted to use them and use it over the pencil and just give some extra sparkles to that box. I now thought, you know what? What's geometric? What's metallic? A diamond. I had to make a diamond. So now I'm trying to freehand draw a diamond shape, diamond, cartoony type diamond, not a real actual diamond sketch that has whole other geometry. This was just for fun, and I wanted to try it out and use the ruler some more, use those Faber-Castell pens, and see how I could make something that would be cute. Maybe it'll be my logo or something like that. I'm not exactly sure yet, but it was a lot of fun to sketch something out with the gold marker / pen and then fill it in with the metallic Derwent colored pencils. As you saw, I drew the diamond with the gold, and then I thought I used these really nice cool colors, so I wanted to then go over it with the silver, and that worked out really well. So I'm very happy that you can really layer these two materials together easily without any problems. And there you can see the shine and the gloss and the glints of that metallic pencil and pens. Now for the real artwork that I was going to make, I decided that I was going to split the page into uneven thirds So I'd have one box on the left, a skinnier box on the right, and then the full bottom of the page would be for a different design. Again, using that image that I had for inspiration, I made like this table, and then I'm going to make a box on top of that table that is sitting on, and I'm going to fill it with a lot of random colors and just yeah, have some fun with these pencils. And then on the right hand side, I will fill that with the two diamonds, one with the cool colors and one with the warm colors. And below I will do a geometric design based off of the print. All in all, I believe when I did this artwork, which was a couple weeks ago by now, I think I took about an hour to do it all. It was colored pencil work is very slow work. You don't realize it when you're doing it, but it does sure take a lot of time to fill the tooth of the paper, to fill the whole image, and it just is way more time consuming than you would think. You'd think it would go pretty quickly, but it does take quite a bit of time to fill that tooth a little bit and get the color down and the color payout that you want. I wasn't following my inspiration image to the T. I was just using it as a rough guideline over how I wanted these colors to be, to make it look like the colors are shining through the box and that it has different layers and different dimensions, and that some of the colors are reflecting off the other sides to give it a bit of a 3D feel to it, which was really fun, and overlapping the colors to see what would happen and see if you can get a different color, a different gradient, or if they would even show through one another or not. So that was really fun. And for the background of the image, I didn't want to completely fill the tooth of the paper, so I just used the side of the pencil to fill in large areas to give it just to fill the color, pretty much. Fill the background and fill the color up. These pencils did sharpen very well, and they maintained a point pretty well. I used a Drawz sharpener on setting 3, and that worked really well with these pencils. I didn't snap any tips off or anything like that, and they wore down very evenly, so that was really nice too. And now I'm outlining that box with the silver Faber-Castell pen. I really like that you can go over the colored pencil with these pens. I wasn't sure if that was going to work or if they were going to start clogging up the pen, but it worked really well and I didn't have any issues, so I'm very happy about that. And then I thought I'd outline the table in gold just so that I had used everything in this single image. And there you can see the nice shine. It's funny when you at an angle that it just all looks like silver and not even a color anymore. And here I'm drawing the lines and using that print as inspiration. And in a second I'll move it back up so you can see what I'm actually doing. I was just drawing random lines at a random width, trying to keep it somewhat the same width across the board without actually measuring it out and being exact and precise. It was just for fun, and I didn't want to be counting out the millimeters or the 1/4 inch or an 1/8 of an inch to make sure that it was all perfectly square. I just was eyeballing it and guessing that to see if they were about the same width apart. And for this one I used the silver Faber-Castell pen. And then I just randomly started filling in the squares, some as triangles, some full, dual color, single color, overlapping the colors, filling the tooth of the paper a bit more than what I did in that first image that I created. I was trying to make sure to use contrasting colors, otherwise you can't really see a difference between the colors because they do look very similar because they are so shiny on this paper. So I tried to make sure to use like the blue and the purple and not the pink and the purple together, since they are very close in color when you lie them down next to one another. And then I just kept continuing to fill the squares and randomly filling some and not filling others, just like in that artwork as an example. And if you guys like this kind of video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to be notified when I have a new video, also hit the bell. I try to release 2 videos per week these days. I didn't for 2 weeks, but I was quite busy with birthdays and we took a mini vacation. But I will be back on the train of releasing 2 videos per week in the coming weeks, months, hopefully years. I did notice about these pencils that I didn't have to do too much pressure to get a good payout of color and to fill the tooth of the paper, so I didn't get any hand cramps or anything like that, which was really nice. I don't know if it was just a combination of the paper or the pencils, or the pencils themselves are just nice and soft and they lay down good payout, but it was a great combination using these 2 items together. I'm just going to let you watch while I create the remaining artworks, and I'll hop back in towards the end to give you some final thoughts over what I thought about this whole process with these metallic pens and pencils. As I said, on the right side, I'm going to be creating 2 diamonds, and one will be using the cool colors that came in this set of 6 pencils, and the other one will be using the warm colors of the pencils. And with the cool color one, I used the silver Faber-Castell pencil for that final outlining, and for the warm color one, I used the gold pencil. Also, I'm going to mention again, there's a copper ruler. I'm sorry, I'm really obsessed with it, but I really like that it has on one side millimeters and the other side inches, which is really convenient for me, especially since I live and work in both worlds. I use the US system, but since I live in Holland, I often need the metric system, and I'm pretty fluent in converting the two, but sometimes it's just easier if it's right there on the ruler and I can just use it that way and see the number and know it just like that without having to second guess and wonder if I have converted it correctly or not. And then I saw here that I had that little bit of a wrong angle for the diamond. I wanted to be a little more sharper. And luckily enough, you can erase this metallic pencil from the paper. I wasn't sure if it would be able to be erased, but it did erase it quite easily from the paper. So that's really nice. And there we go. All the artwork is done. Which one was your favorite? Did you like the box, the geometric squares at the bottom, or the two diamonds? And if it was the two diamonds, which one did you like better? The cool colored one or the warm colored one? I'm interested to hear which one you liked better or if you liked them equally. And here's an overview of everything that was in that kit. I have the pencils sorted between the warm and the cool with the silver and the gold Faber-Castell markers. And I thank you guys for watching. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye!